Good afternoon. I am Valerie Anderson. Welcome back to our first episode of Season 33, Inspire Your Best Life with Dr. Sergio Khanna. I would like to introduce my co-host, Priya Saini. Weekly topics are broken down into 3 episodes with a workshop at the end of the month. This week's topic is transitioning from summer to school, and today we talk about staying structured and managing your time. Dr. Khanna is a servant of the underserved and an advocate for the Post-Incarceration Juvenile Justice Reformation Act. He launched the Returning Youth Initiative to restore the lives of post-incarcerated young adults, giving them the opportunity to be reintegrated back into society. In order to know more about this initiative, please visit our website, returningyouth.com. How are you doing today, Dr. Khanna?
Good afternoon, Valley. Good afternoon, Priya. Thanks for coming back to this last season of the summer. Today's topic is pretty interesting. This transitioning from summer to school. Instead of summer to fall, we go directly to the school. Well, because most of the schools in East Coast are starting next week or the week of the Labor Day. And some of the schools in Midwest and West Coast has already been started. So this is a good topic to focus on. And today's episode, we concentrated on staying structured and managing your time. Well, folks, especially the students, young adults, I know it is a challenge to have a transition after a 2 or 3 months break to come to school. Especially last entire year, most of the schools had online. So physically, students coming back to school environment is a challenge this year. So basic things we have to follow. There are 3 things you got to follow. One is you got to stay focused. Second thing, you got to stay structured. You got to structure yourself. I know everybody kind of fell off the cliff because of summertime, so that's okay. But now you got to structure yourself. Either you are in elementary school, graduating from elementary school, going to middle school, or from middle school, you're going to high school. Please remain structured. And also, you need to remain disciplined. So today, I'm going to focus in my conversation and my lecture, I'm going to focus on how we should stay focused. And I do have my 2 co-speakers. Those who are going to highlight on the structure and the discipline. How should we stay focused? That's the biggest challenge. Not only when you are in school or you are not in school, especially when you have a transition going on from a relaxing environment. Well, the very first rule for staying focused is try to understand all the elements that gives you distraction. Identify that first. What are the distractions? And then you start finding a way how to eliminate them. Well, before eliminating them, reduce them. It is very easy to say that you can just eliminate all the distraction. No, you cannot eliminate the distraction in one shot. It's not a delete button in a computer. You put the delete and it goes off. No. You need to start reducing it. And how do we reduce it? Well, there are definitely different tools are there where you can help yourself to reduce the distraction. You can take phone as your tool. You can take your laptop, your iPad, where it will give you some type of reminder that, okay, you do not have to get distracted with certain things. A lot of technologies are there today. You can use them for your benefit. So don't get distracted. That's how you can remain focused. Give an example. You're going to your classroom. Your distractions are your friends, because everybody would like to talk to you about what happened during your summertime. Where did you go? All this chit chat. And plus, they did not see you physically because of the COVID. So they will definitely ask you different things. So that's a big distraction. And you got to start reducing it. All the chit chats and all these things needs to be reduced. Last but not the least, in order for you to stay focused, you got to keep your brain intact. And how do you do that? Well, be healthy, remain healthy. And how can you remain healthy? How can you not fall asleep in the class? Well, drink a lot of water. Drink a lot of water. Go to bed early so that you can have plenty of sleep, at least 6 to 8 hours of sleep. You are all young adults. You definitely need minimum of 6 hours of sleep, minimum. But definitely better performance would be 8 hours. I know you were in summer mode. In the summertime, you went to bed at 1 o'clock, 2 o'clock, 3 o'clock, and woke up at 11 o'clock, 12 o'clock. But now you have to go to school. You have to be up early. In order for you to get up early, you got to need to go to bed early. So that's how you can, that because that is an element of distraction. Lack of sleep and lack of proper nutrition in your body, that gives you distraction because you'll be tired and you don't want to be tired. So now I'm going to have Valley, my co-speaker, talk a little bit about how can you structure yourself. Valley, would you mind talking a little bit about that?
Yeah, so there's different ways of getting like involved in and outside of a classroom. So inside a classroom, you can ask questions or lend a helping hand to a student if they're not quite getting it. And then it also kind of helps challenge your brain to really see if you're understanding the material. Another thing is you can use like extracurricular activities as motivation to do good in school. Use them because you have to have a certain GPA to participate. So if you focus hard in school, then you can go play your basketball. Perhaps your senior year, you can get scholarships to go play in colleges. So yeah, using your own like hobbies as motivation to succeed in school is definitely a good way to get involved as well. So Priya, what do you have to say today about managing your time?
Yeah, so I wanted to speak a little bit about managing your time. Just something we've definitely talked about many times before in our previous episodes, and that just emphasizes how important it really is. When you have good time management, you can you're helping yourself a lot because you can get all the tasks you want to get done on time. You can manage, you can plan your day, and in that way you're gonna you're gonna be improving your health as well. You can fit in time to sleep, on time, and drink your water and eat on time, take your vitamins, exercise. And when you set goals, it helps because you're taking this idea and you're making it, you're like kind of dissecting it out so that in a tangible way, so that you have these little pieces that you can kind of do and accomplish and work towards your ultimate goal. So yeah, time management, very important. And one thing that might be kind of getting in the way, especially because we've been online so much, is all the blue light exposure we've been getting from our screens. So that definitely doesn't help when we're trying to fall asleep. So it throws off our normal circadian rhythm. And that just means, our normal sleep cycle when you go to bed when it's dark out and wake up when there's daylight. So another tip is getting blue light filtering glasses. So that could help kind of reset your sleep schedule.
Wow. Thank you very much, Priya, and thank you, Valley. I think you both brought some good points here, especially the blue light, which never, not many kids, especially or young adults, are thinking about it because so much online was there and still is going on. So they have not think about it. So please take that as a point that in order to keep yourself healthy and not getting distracted or not getting focused or not getting disciplined, you got to use some technologies so that it can help you. And also, I liked the motivational part, which Valley brought it up, that you need to remain motivated. What will keep you motivated? So you need to find those things. And those are, again, the elements that will impact your distraction. So today we covered focus. You got to remain focused. You got to structure yourself and you got to discipline. And the way you can discipline yourself is doing proper time management. And if you don't do that proper time management, then this will this will really distract you from remaining focused and get yourself structured. I really appreciate this episode today, and thank you very much, both Priya and Valley, helping me in this lecture today.
Thank you, Valley, and thank you, Dr. Khanna, for this informative episode of Inspire Your Best Life. I'm Priya Saini, and I would like to thank you for tuning in to today's episode about staying structured and managing your time. We hope you were able to take something away from today's session and are a little closer to finding your own personal summit. Stay tuned for the next episode where we'll talk about COVID safety. And please make sure to visit Dr. Khanna's website, returningyouth.com, to hear more about the most recent initiative that's been launched for post-incarcerated young adults. You can also view all the past training videos for this series at inspirebestlife.com. In addition, please don't hesitate to reach out for any questions, concerns, or comments. Thank you, have an amazing day, and we'll see you tomorrow.